Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Ibnu Khaldun.
My name is Prayogo Pangestu.
And my name is Aryanto Hendra Saputera.
Okay, we will answer the question sheet from our project. Okay, first I would like to answer the first question. How did you start the conversation with a foreigner? Well, because Mr. Brian has need help, so we start with giving a hand, and then after that we conversation with fluently and smoothly. And then the second one, did you understand what the foreigner say? Little bit much understand, but some words we cannot understand because the speaker has a native accent to understand, so we have a difficulties with the accent. And then the third one, did you ask the foreigner to repeat what they say? Why or why not? We ask the foreigner to to repeat because we don't understand what he said. Almost like, for example, like Brian have said, he said what is it about his trip, but we need a repetition because he explained it too much faster than we think. And then the fourth one, did you think the foreigner understood your English? How did you know? Well, we have communicated, so I think we really understand about our English based on our communication. And then the fifth one, did the foreigner ask you repeat what you say? Why or no, why not? Yes, some of word or maybe almost of the time the foreigner asking for excuse me, something like pardon, and we repeat the word that we have said.
Okay,
Something
I will
like that.
continue the report. The sixth question, did you think your conversation with the foreigner ran well? How did you know? I think our conversation ran well because we can understand each other, and he has been introduced himself to us, like his name, where he's come from, and other. Number 7, did you think they met the conversation with you willingly? How did you know? Yes, our conversation is doing well because he answer our question just like his face use a nice gesture like smile, look at our eyes, and other. Number 8, did you encounter any cultural shock when you had a conversation with the foreigners? I think not, because he has been stayed in Indonesia for 7 months, he said, and he has been he has been traveled in many places in Indonesia, just like Borneo, Jayapura, and so on. The 9, did the foreigner use any expression? Did the foreigner use any expression or figurative language that you didn't understand? If yes, what did you do to overcome it? I don't see any expression or figurative language that we don't understand because he he know our culture and he know how to talk with apa, with Indonesian people, and it's make our conversation run well. And number 10, did you use any code switch when you talk to the foreigner? Why or why not? Yes, we use code switch to the foreigner when I can answer his question, and I switch. I ask my friend, just like Yogo, to answer the question that I can understand well. Okay, that's all from me.
Yeah, back with me again with Prayogo Pangestu. I will answer the number 10 until the last one, 15. Okay. The first one, number 10. Did you see any code switch when you talk to the foreigner? Why or not? I don't see about the code switch about the foreigner. So maybe me and my friend ask with very clearly and briefly. Next question, 11. Did you use any body sign to help you talk to the foreigner? How did it help? No, I don't see body language, because I can see improvely when I speak with the foreigner. Next, 13. 12. When you had the conversation, did the foreigner answer your question as you expected? Maybe not, because the foreigner talk about many things about many town he visit. So when he talk about the conversation, that make our conversation is more interesting, I think. Like when he mentioned the 5 town that he visits. Okay, next question, 13. When you had the conversation, did the foreigner answer your question briefly and clearly? Yes, he answered my question very briefly and clearly. The 14. When you had the conversation, did the foreigner answer your question directly without talking about something else first? I remember he talked about so many students, maybe or my friends too, to ask him about to take a picture. So he mentioned it to me or my friend. So many students asked him to take a picture, and then we asked about our personal conversation about him. Next, the last one. When you had the conversation, did the foreigner answer your question or change the topic to talk? No, maybe the foreigner didn't change the conversation. The topic, but we change the topic to make our conversation more interesting. Okay, that's all the question. Maybe first session has been answered by us. So maybe I just close it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace.
Turned over wood. It is very nice to meet this young man from Turnover Wood.
Turnover Wood is Balikpapan City.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.